What's up? It's Marco back here on the Stage of Soccer channel, and today I'm doing my better late than never Monday games review from Premier League match week 5, I think it is. Match week 6 is starting in like 50 minutes, so yeah, gotta get this out. But so normally I run through it starting with the first game, but considering how much of a waste of time it was, let's just start at the good game, Wolves against Leeds, because I don't think anybody's going to come to this video for a West Brom Burnley summary, so let's just ignore the timestamps, get into the Wolves versus Leeds game. So for Wolves, it was a bit of a similar story for them. A pretty bad first half, and they were able to get more into the game as the second half went on. This has kind of been a theme for them for a good amount of time, and I'm honestly not sure what causes that. The players seem to really buy into the formation. Their manager seems pretty good. It's something that I can't really explain, but they do need to start off better. They have been not playing Adama Traore as much, and that might be good for them in the long term, because you can really find yourself just relying on him a lot, and even if I feel like he is a good player. He's taking a lot of steps forward, playing with Spain now, and, he is good, but just, I guess waning yourself off of him maybe is a good term, but, yeah. Their attack wasn't looking as dangerous with them. Their goal came from just a mistake by Leeds, and then a deflection, I should say. It was. I'm not even going to give that to Jimenez. It was lucky, I'll say it. But aside from that, their defense, they were letting in chances, but they weren't really letting in good chances. I think the phrase I would use is they bent but didn't break. Kilman was doing very well in his performance. Cody and Boley, they were looking good. I feel like they should stick with that. Seiss was actually playing pretty well at left wing back, surprisingly, which I did not know he could do, but he was pretty good, and it's a good performance. I think that I can't say long term, but it's looking like Semedo might be a downgrade on Matt Doherty, which, if that was an agent that forced that move through, you have to start asking some questions, because that's just a Portuguese guy that they signed. I'm not sure about the profit that they lost or made on Doherty and Semedo. I'll have to look that up, but it's looking like a downgrade right now, and if that's an agent influencing this club, which, they were basically wearing Portuguese shirts today, so they're at least self-aware, but you have to watch out for that, because if an agent takes control of the club, starts putting in his players, like, what if you force them to sell Cody next? He's been a pretty crucial part of that team. I can't say for sure, but I think we all know that George Mendes has a pretty big influence on Leeds, or on Wolves. We'll get to Leeds later, but if that gets to the point where it starts hurting Wolves, because it's obviously helped them. They went from League One to Europe, so it's obviously helped them. But if it starts hurting them now, they may want to pull the plug on that. That is a bit premature, because obviously their best players like Ruben Neves, John Moutinho, Pedro Neto, they just got a lot of money for Jota. It's obviously helping them, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Aside from that, I thought Patricio did well, and their midfield wasn't great today. Not the best performance from Wolves, but they will take 3 points. For Leeds, I think they have to be disappointed with this. They were probably the better team on the day. As I mentioned, the goal that they allowed was just really unlucky. They had a good start to this game. They were really making a lot of chances. They were looking pretty good off of set pieces. They weren't able to put one in, but they were making a lot of chances, I should say. I feel like it was a good performance. They were dominating the midfield. They were playing as they normally do. I think that this is the type of game where not having a really prolific goal scorer hurt them. Obviously, Bamford has been doing well this year, but if you have somebody who's really clinical, it could really help out this Leeds team. And I feel like if they start upgrading on all their players, this team could really get to the next level. But right now, I think avoiding relegation will be a success for this year, which I think they will. Obviously, I don't think they're in any danger right now, but I feel like if and when they don't make Europe, people shouldn't be treating that as a failure. This is where this team is, and it's obviously good for a first-year Premier League team. So, picking man of the match for today, it is tough because, like I said, I think Leeds were the better team, but I think I'll give it to somebody on Wolves. It's probably their defense, and I think I'll give it to Kilman. Good performance today. He's filled in very well. I don't know if he's going to be there long term, but if he keeps up performing like this, he will be. Okay, so last and certainly least, we have West Brom against Burnley for a 0-0 draw, and this game's why it took so long to put this video out, because I did not want to sit through this. But, so West Brom, it was kind of a typical game from them. They started off strong, then fell at the game. I think Pereira was looking pretty good. Johnson was making some decent saves. The new signings, Grant, he didn't really do anything special. I think he's kind of a similar signing to Ryan Brewster for Sheffield. It's like, oh, I like that. He's probably not going to score them enough goals to stay up, but hey, I like that when you go down. Well, Sheffield, I'm not sure if they're going to go down, but when West Brom goes down, he'll get them a lot of money. But, yeah, not the greatest performance by them. Ivanovic, he came in, he defended all right. He was a pretty big threat on set pieces, and I think that's a good thing for this West Brom team, because now they've got Ivanovic and Higazi in the back, and I don't know if anybody remembers, like, a couple of years ago when Higazi had, like, 3 goals in, like, the first 2 games or something like that. He's not, like, going to be that dangerous, but having Ivanovic and Higazi there, that's 2 good set-piece threats, and if they have a bunch of 0-0 games, then that could really help them. Yeah, not much to say about this. Burnley continued their really flat start to the season. I think Dwight McNeil was trying. Westwood had a good ball into regular Wood, who hit it off the post. Strikers weren't looking too dangerous. I'd like to see Jay Rodriguez get back in there. I thought he was doing well before I think he's hurt right now. Nick Pope was making some saves. Did I say that already? Yeah, not a great game. Something I heard, you know what they say when West Brom's coming to town? West Brom's coming to town. There's nothing else to say about it. So, man of the match, honestly, there were some chances allowed. I don't even want to give it to a defender. Nick Pope was making some good saves. Let's go Nick Pope. Yeah, so that's about it for this. I'm going to have the Leeds-Aston Villa game on in a bit. Not going to be able to get an instant reaction to that, so yeah, going to get to that eventually. That's all I have to talk about. I'll see you.